Alright, welcome back generals to another Let's Fix Generals at 0 hour to make the best game ever. We are still developing an unassemblize tool. Last video we did a little bit of progress. And of course we will continue with the UI for an unassemblize tool just now. Okay, so what did we do? We fixed up a bunch of things. Okay, so yeah, so we added the shutdown button. Shutdown. Okay. We still need some. Well, let's look at what we currently have. Okay, so we have a way to add files. We also need. Okay, so we need some buttons to. Okay. We need to take care of this one here, the inputs. Right, we also have config files. Okay. Okay, we need a combo box. Begin combo. Type. We need to go to our options, I think, here, this type. Inline const export char. Input type names. I hope it can be inline. Well, it's not part of this. Auto str exe pdb. Okay. Input type names. Input type. type name. Select it. How about we just put it in a scope? We don't need this. Do we really need to have it? Can we maybe make it Kontextpar? Okay, so name. I think we need to add here index int input type selection 0, input type none. UI index. Let's put int selection, just index edx, make it a reference. edx, edx, edx. Then we call this names, name. Can pass it straight here. Remove this. How about we make it const expr? I don't know if that really makes sense. Okay, and then here we need to say input files, input type UI index. Put input file input type equals by options get input type. Get input type. Input files I. Input file. Input names. Let's put a const char name. 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 Okay. Put text. Selectable. SCD string inputs file if file input is not that, input file equals that, and input type Maybe we should keep it simple and just have 2 selections. How about input type? Basically, we would, this here would need to change the index here. Okay. Can we do this without too much complication? Switch. Put file type. Case. Actually, no, we shouldn't change it. So Yeah, let's call this input type names. Then we move it up here. Then here we put input types names and we index it with this dot UI index. Let's make here a and combo index. Combo index. Well, let's say input type. Const char input type. I wonder if we should maybe make this a static const std string. Std string input type take that input type const std string input type cstr. On that note though, we could also make this a const char. Const char. Const char. CSTR. Input type. How about just create a copy? City string const return input file input type dot cstr. Okay, then let's put it back to const char. Const char input type const char okay. Okay, let's go through. So the idea is here that if we set the input text, then it would check if it's different than what we already have. And if it is, then it will assign it here. And it will also get the input type as a enum here as well, input type. How about we call it input type as, just to clarify it's a string. Or let's do S. Well, it could be confused with static. Input type str. There we go. Okay. Okay, well, the question is now, will this work? Let's put some breakpoints here. Selectable. Is selected. Hold on, I think we need to put this here. I'm not sure if it should be there or there. Here we changed the index. So. Okay, let's put a breakpoint here. Put a breakpoint here. Okay, so this one is empty. Let's see. I see. Essentially, we would have to make a copy to check if it's, wait, input, does it return something? If you want to use this essay, text callback. What does it return when it's changed? Clicked. No. Oof. This function is huge. Jesus. Jesus. Value changed. Validated. Enter returns true. Enter returns true. Value change. Okay. So if value has changed, the return. Okay. Good. Then we do if input text and we pass this and we remove this and this. Let's here update input file type. What is the problem here? Here. Okay. Okay. Okay, so input file 00 type auto. So if we type here, then it goes in here, yeah. And currently our index is 0 and the type is auto, yeah. And when we have auto, then input type. Input type is auto, and then it will select PDB. No, it selects executable because it's not PDB anymore, it's PDBA. Yeah, okay, so it thinks now it's executable. Okay, that's correct. Okay, let's select here value. Oh, it's selected true. Okay, let's disable that. It's selectable. So, false. Okay, I'm confused now. This didn't change. This didn't change at all. It's selectable. Let's search for begin combo to see if there's any hints. Previa. Selectable. Do we really need this done here? Okay, let's put a breakpoint here again. Ah, okay, it actually just called it once. Okay, no, that is correct. But there is an error, isn't there? Zero. Okay, it looks like we have to change this to this. And here we put this. Okay, this looks like it should work. Let's see. Okay, so if we select PDB, then this should be 2, and we select PDB here. Yeah, and then it will input type. PDB. Okay, this should work. Auto. Okay. How about we call it input file. Input file type. Okay, this seems to work. And then we need an additional field. Input config. Config. And here we don't need the condition at all. So we just put it here. Okay, that is good. Okay, let's see how that looks. Okay, that's not quite right. Ah, it says auto. No, it is right. Input config. Yeah. I think we also need a browse button there. Let's make here input file, input type, and this is config file. Config file. Let's call this config file. Call this input type. Okay, then we also need this. Show input file dialog. Then we need a new one. Input config dialog. Show input config. Well, Put file dialog, browse. We can vfilters. vFilters. Const char vFilters. vFilters. Let's put this dialog here. Okay, and so we move this guy here, and this guy we move here, and then move this here, and we call this JSON. 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 There we go. Okay, show inputs. Let's rename this to just file dialog. Show file dialog. Okay, making good progress here. So if I'm not mistaken, this should now work for our JSON. Yeah. So, aha. Two visible items with conflicting ID. Ah, okay. Push ID, pop ID. Or append hash hash. Hash hash XX, what does that mean? imgui. Sorry, hash hash XX. Well, hash hash XX. Hash hash label. Message from dear imgui. Append hash hash XX to same label identifiers. It's imgui conflict ID. Push pop hash 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 hash. Okay, so it's just two hashes and not XX. Okay. Then let's try this. We add hash hash. Let's see if that works. No. It still conflicts. Okay, well then we give it also a name. How about that? Const std string v key. Okay, so then we call this push here. Input file dialog. Or let's just call it, yeah, input file dialog is fine. And here we call it input config file dialog. Okay. All right. Then we put it here. There we go. And then we do v key here and display v key. There we go. Okay. It's still conflicting. Why? Did I not compile? I did compile. But they have different names now. I don't understand. They clearly have different names. Should use push ID in loops or append the same label identifiers. Config debug detect ID conflicts. Config debug. Release else io.config debug What was the name? Jesus. Config debug detect. Config debug detect. Well, it's not here. That clearly is wrong. Config debug detect. Looks like config debug detect. Config debug detect. Okay, so this is outdated. highlight ID conflicts. How about we fire an issue for imgui? New issue. Title. Win 32. DX9. 91. 4. Docking. Minus 10. Doesn't really matter. Demo app says config debug detect ID conflicts. Instead of really, can I not submit it? What is missing? It doesn't tell us what is missing. Title, right? Demo app says this instead of this. Okay, there we go. Huge bug. Huge bug. Okay. Then let's go to. Actually, it's not even demo. It's part of imgui actually. Yeah. Ah, doesn't matter. Okay, so what I wanted to do is take this one here And here, set this to false in release. Let's say if def release, then we move this here and this here. And debugger present, we set to false. And highlights this, make true. Okay. Debug highlight IT conflicts. Okay, how do we fix this problem though? We do use push and pop ID in our loop. Appending hash hash didn't work. Changing this type name also didn't work. What is wrong? I don't understand. Oh, button? This thing. Oh. Oh. Let's see. The button. Well, that didn't work. XX. Let's put the XX there. I have no idea. So I guess it's complaining about this button. But I don't understand what to do with it. Button. Does it tell me what exactly, which name is duplicate? Two visible items with conflicting ID. Use button hash hash XX. Empty label equals same ID as parent widget node. Oh, that's actually cool. So if you press Control, the pop-up, this doesn't vanish. And then these look to be links here. That's nice. Item picker. Huh. Escape. Okay, I have no idea how to deal with this collision problem. No idea. No idea. Okay, im GUI button conflict. What is that? Ah. Hmm. Oh. So you have to append it at the end. Aha, so you say browse. Eh? Browse. But so SCD string button FMT format browse S 3 key button label. Okay, how about that? Will this work? Button label. Let's see. Oh, that works. Okay, let's see. Oh, but that doesn't work. Uh-oh. Okay. Oof. Okay. Okay, so the ID conflict is gone. I mean, that's a start, but we still have problems. Man, this stuff is complicated. I have to say. This stuff is goddamn complicated. Okay, so why is now just the first one updating? I think we can remove this here. Config file dialog. Browse. Button label. I think it would have been better if they made like another argument here. Another argument to set the ID in label. So label is just how the button, what it says, and then like a ID label. I think that would have been a better interface for this. Yeah. Because doing this shenanigans is never good. This is not good. The same way that this is not good because it's unintuitive. Like abusing strings with these formats requires always deep knowledge about how is the string interpreted, right? So you need to learn this. It's like it's not intuitive. But if you have a structure where you can just specify, here I want this and this and this, and then it just clumps it together and it just works. That's a way to program, and not these strings with magic identifiers doing magic things in the background. That's not the way. I don't think so. But okay. Good. So we clearly pass it config file. Oh, hold on. Browse. Okay, here we got super small window again. That's interesting. How can we avoid the super small window? Let's look at that. Show file dialog. File dialog. Let's put, oh shit. File dialog. Don't show hidden files. No dialog. Come on. Config. Yeah, how can we... How can we say open dialog? Display. Ah, this one takes window flags. Okay, so in the window flags, we can say what happens if we pass it this thing? No collapse. Yeah. Yeah, that kind of makes sense, this flag. Let's see what happens here. Oof. Oof. Use always auto resize. Oof. Okay. Oof. Well. Min size. Aha, min size. Maybe it's the min size is maybe a little bit too small. How about we make the min size imvec2 and we put it to 400, 200 for starters. This looks pretty compact. So that means it's not that small to begin with. It is still small when it opens the first time, but then at least it's not absurd. And it will remember the first time we... Yeah. It's kind of... Yeah. It's a bit bad that every time we open a dialog, it has different position. It would be good if we could agree on a... let me think. Show file dialog. Oof. Let me see. What is in here? Count selection count. Okay, so how many files you can select? One is good, yeah. Side pane. User file attributes. What can we get out of the instance? Not much. Yeah. Frame size. frame ID, get ID, get ID name. What does that do? Create unique ID. Okay. Frame ID. Begin child. So I'm trying to think of a way that we can use like if we change one file dialog, the size and the position, I would like the next file dialog to be at the exact same position, if that makes sense. Let's ask our friends ChatGPT. In ImGUI, with ImGUI file dialog, how can we remember the size and position of one with ImGUI file? How can we apply the position and size of one ImGUI file dialog of one instance to the next one? How can we apply the position and size of one instance to the next one that will be opened? Is this even possible? Yes. After the file dialog is closed, capture its current position and size and save these values. Okay. Let's see. Display. Let's see. Instance close. So imvec, okay. Imvec2 last file dialog pos and file dialog size. Okay. 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 And then what? Okay. Blah blah. And aha, set next. First use ever. First use ever. Set the dialog's next position and size based on previous values. First use ever. But it should be not just on first use ever. Let me see. Condition always, once, always. Always set the variable. Yeah. Okay, let's set it to always. Okay, so the idea is every time we open any file dialog, it puts it at the same position and the same size, no matter what instance we edit. Let's see if that works. If that works, that would be pretty cool. Okay, so it put it at 0, 0. Okay, then let's move it here. And we cancel. Now, okay, that's unexpected. Or is it? Yeah, that's... Okay, so somehow it assumes this window here. Well, that's not right. Display. But if, but... Okay, let's put a debug here. Close. Okay, so when we click here, set next window pause. Get window pause. Okay, my impression is that this does not take the position from the correct place. Display. I mean, in theory, it looks as if it would make sense, but clearly it doesn't work. So we must be doing something wrong or something doesn't work. Can we also do this on every file dialog open? Can we also do this on opening any IMGUI? Let's be specific here. Any IMGUI file dialog, on opening any IMGUI file dialog, that it restores always the last position and size of the last used instance. Let's see what it does. Well, it looks like exactly the same shit. It's exactly the same. Okay, it looks like it has like a template. Well, it looks a bit different here. I see. It's a bit different. Open any file dialog. Render any file dialog. Open any file. Display. So this one says first use ever. Okay, then let's put this here. Let's see if that's any trustworthy. Let's see. First use ever. But I assume this really means really just the first use and not reoccurring use. Okay, so there's that. Yeah. So now, let's say I move it here. I cancel it. Okay. And now I open this one. And that is totally not at the same position. Not at all. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. No condition. Same as always. Okay, set next window pos. We assume that in here is the next window. Get window pos inside. Maybe it's not a window person size. This whatever happens in here. Pos. Size. Always. Get window pos. Current window. Okay, how about we step in here? Step in here. Let's see. There's nothing. Display. Huh? What is it doing? What is it doing? I don't understand. It looks like the display is not really. What is it doing? It's just returning. I don't get it. V key. Ah, because we don't have any open right now, of course. Okay, I'm stupid. We need to open one here. There we go. There we go. Jesus Christ. New frame. What does that do? Oof. Set next window size constraints. Okay. Begin pop-up. Begin child. End frame. What is that? End child. End pop-up. It doesn't seem to be a window. Maybe it's something else. Is there something like some other types? Get. I don't know. Let's say that does not work. What could be the problem? Chat, come on. Being applied. Ensure accord before open dialog. Yeah, I have that. Being updated correctly. Yeah, I have that as well. Yeah, okay. I mean, ChatGPT does the best to its knowledge, which is fair. Yeah. To me, also, it looks like it should work, but it looks like the file dialog is the window. The window is not what we think it is. Let's see. Let's put a breakpoint there. Let's close this guy and let's step in here. Current window. Let's see. What is that? Aha, see? Command test. Why is this one? Why is this? Okay, so this is why it doesn't work. Because the command test window is not the one that we want to take the position and size from. Okay, so if we can grab these guys from the actual window, how about we put this guy up here, there, and make it small, and oh, doesn't hit. I see. Maybe what we need to do, display. Maybe we need to put it into the else here, because it renders here, but if it doesn't return true, but that's not good either. Open dialog. We screwed something up here. So if we know that the dialog is open, open dialog display. Okay. Display. Okay, how about we add a bool, update last file dialog, update last file dialog, settings. I don't update. What did it say? Refresh. No, that's also wrong. Bool is last file dialog open. How about that? Is file dialog open? Okay. Okay, and then we say here, else if file dialog open, then we update this. And here we put file dialog open false. And here we put file dialog open true. Okay. Maybe this works. Maybe. Maybe. Let's see. So we have browse. We have a position. Let's move it. Cancel. And it doesn't work. Oh boy. Let's put a breakpoint here. So we put this here. File dialog is open. Yes. So okay, let's move this guy here to 0, 0. Yeah. And make it smaller. Okay, then let's put a breakpoint here to see if we get any good numbers. Nope. Nope. Window. Command test. Okay. No, we don't get the window, even though we displayed it here. Hold on. Ah. I think I understand. Because no, we don't get any good number here. So basically we have different config file and so we have different coming in. Ugh. Okay, but we don't get any good number here. Oof. Yeah. If we at least got one good number here, then we could work with that, but we don't. Okay, but this seems to work because it is changing. Position here. But this is not working. And I wonder why. It is not get current window reads. Okay, let's step back here into our window. Step into the window. So this is Thyme PDP input file dialog. So that's the first one. There we go. Okay. All right, it's new frame. What does that do? Does a lot of things. Okay. Thumbnail frame. New frame. Okay. Set next window. Okay, so it does next window here. So there is a window coming up. There is a window. So set next window. There must be a window then. Begin pop-up modal. Pop-up modal. Back. Oh boy. Draw header, content footer, end frame. And child. Current window reads. This makes sense. Dialog center pause. Yeah, okay, this makes sense. I appreciate this. So get current window read. This one definitely gets us the file dialog window. But why does it not do it afterwards anymore? Hold on, let's jump back here. Let's go in here to just confirm. Current window. Oops. We can't see it. Well, let's try one more. G current window. Where is it? Oh boy. How much is it? Okay. G dot current window. Okay. Hold on. I don't understand why they put the G here. Why don't you just gmgoi pointer this? Why put a G? Because sometimes they use it multiple times. I see. Okay. Okay. Okay, but this is null. Current window is null. Huh? So this would crash. How is this not crashing then? Okay, whatever. Custom locale. So it does something with the current window here. So I would expect that now, if it goes here, it's not current window. Yeah, maybe because it's closing this window. Draw. Yeah. Get window. Okay, is there like something get last window pause? No. Display. Is there something like a callback or something? Open dialog. We have a function here. Callback. Okay. Let's search for invec2 to see what kind of position thingies we have here. Yeah. Display path. Okay, it's not much. Dialog center path. Can we? Yeah. No. We would have to update this thing while we draw this thing, basically. Then we would get this window. So when the window is open, begin window and before we do end window or whatever it's called. Right. And child, whatever. Or here this, yeah. I don't know. There probably is a way. I just don't see it. But the fact that I think the problem is once we get here and we leave this window scope, right, and go back to the previous one in the stack, which is our command test window. So we would get it from here. But there's no callback we can use. Well, we would have to modify this thing if we want this. Yeah. Display min size, max size. Okay, okay, how about we modify this imguify dialog class? I see no other way. It's a bit unfortunate because touching third-party code is really good, but they just don't have support for what we want to do. I don't see it. So how about we add here but we can't. We can't do this because this file is downloaded. We would have to make a copy of it. Yeah. Okay, how about we make a source imgui file dialog. File dialog. Okay, so we go to source and we make imgui file dialog patch. We add this. And then we open this guy, mgui file, and here we comment out these guys. And instead of using this, we use our own. So we use current source there, source mgui file dialog patch. .h. Okay, so this should now build our own version of the imgui file dialog. Stop debugging. Let's see. Okay, it runs CMake. Okay, that has succeeded. We need to double check that the file actually has been swapped. Let's see. No. Yeah, this has changed. Huh? Yeah, so this now is coming from imgui file dialog patch. Good. Then let's do the following. We go to this. Oh, that's wrong. We take this, we take that. Oof, this will be a lot of code edits. Add imgui file dialog. Add copy of imgui file dialog to allow patch its contents. Add copy of to maybe we should also say which version it is. 0.6.8. Version 0.6.8 to allow patch it. Add copy of this to allow patch it. Add copy of to allow patch it. To allow patch its code. To allow patch its code. Okay. Good. We commit this. Okay. Then we do the following. We go to file dialog, and we add struct struct file dialog window data. File window data. Okay, so here basically we just get there's a wait, let's ask ChatGPT, is there a way to get window position and size by window name? Find window by name. Why don't we use that? Okay, let's revert this. Browse. Put that here. Step in. Okay. Let's step in here. Okay, so the name is this. Select file. Copy. I see. Select file. V key, select file. Okay. Okay. I have an idea then. Const cd string v title const std string v title. Good. Display name title v title. All right. Then we put input file dialog, select file, and cd string window name equals v title plus that plus v key const window name, and then we do find imgui find window by name. Doesn't exist. Does exist. Name, window name dot cstr doesn't exist. What's the problem? Internal. Oh. No guarantee of forward compatibility. Find window by name. Why is this complaining? ImGUI has no member. Because it's an internal. Okay. So we would have to include ImGUI internal, and then we hack. Oh boy. Okay, what does it return? ImGUI window. ImGUI window. Jesus. Let's get window pass. Let's see how it accesses. Pause. Pause. Okay, so let's do const if window, then window if window is not null pointer, then window pause this. So the way I see it, we use now internal things of ImGUI, which are not officially supported. I still like this better than editing the third-party codes. Okay, let's try this. We can remove this. Okay, let's see if that works. Let's put a breakpoint here. So basically the idea is that when... Oh, okay. ImGUI internal needs to be included before this. Okay. Oh boy. Clang minus format off. On. There we go. Okay, let's try that. Okay. Let's remove this. Okay, so we have this. Let's move it here to the side. Cancel. Okay. Window name. Yeah. Window. Okay, it found. Yeah. That's the correct one. It says active 1. Okay, and now we take the position. Yeah. And the size. Yeah, that looks correct. And close. Okay, now we open it again, and voila, it says remembered. Let's close this. Let's open another one. Yeah. Excellent. Okay. I appreciate this. I really do. I really appreciate this. Man, this was so much work to figure out. But I think it's worth it because it would be annoying to open a file dialog, and every time it's looking different. So I think this is worthwhile. This was worth it. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, but this also means that what we had submitted here, we should no. Where's our commit? Okay, I'm a bit confused right now. Oh, we have 2 copies of this open. Okay. Okay, we need to revert this. Reset current branch to here. Okay, I hope it goes without errors. Maybe we stash current changes. Then we do reset current branch to here. And then we revert this, reset. Yeah, careful. Reset. Okay. And stash pop. Okay, good. Then we can remove this and that and that. Okay. And here we say using internals of a node using internals of imgui file dialog and imgui and is using. Okay, pause size. Okay, great. Let's test it once more to make sure it's all right. I'm very happy with how it works, but not so happy with how long it takes us to get these things implemented. But to be fair, UI is hard. But to be fair, like the hard stuff is there, right? Or the functionality. The core functionalities are there, so we just need to use it and we need to learn it. But I think the more we use it, the faster we will iterate on this. And it's not so much that we need to implement in the end, I think. So it should be manageable. Okay, what happened there? All right, so browse. It starts at 0, 0. Is that right? I think that's incorrect. Hold on. How about we say if dialog pass let's do float max. Okay, how about we say minus float max. So we say if this dot x is larger than minus FLT max. Or we just say if it's not that. Yeah. Is it also possible to put FLT not a number? NaN. Is that NaN? But is it possible? Hold on. C++ float NaN compare. Is that even possible? Okay, let's stick to float max. So if it's not float max, then we set this pos. Otherwise we don't. Yeah, I think this should fix it. Let's try it. Okay, so basically on a new start, it should restore position. Okay, so now it's this. Now we move it and we resize it. Let's make it extra large. Okay. And now we close the app. And now we restart the app. And now it should come at the same position and the same size, and it does. Very nice. And now we move it again. And it works perfect. My gosh, this was so hard. This was so much work for this. My gosh. Oh man. To be honest, like some functionality like this should be native in some way, but yeah, maybe it's not so easy to put that in, I guess. I don't know. But to me, it sounds like a very logical thing. If you have a pop-up, like a file dialog of the same type, and you want it to be always at the same position. So to me, it sounds like this should be a native feature. And maybe it is. Maybe there is such a thing. Maybe I just made it way too complicated. Could be. I don't know. I mean, we can maybe search for window pos and see if there are any other functions. Set window pos. Huh. There is a function to set named window position. But there's no such forget. Huh. It is unlikely you ever need to use this. Get cursor screen pos. What is that? Consider always using get cursor screen pos. Content reach. Get cursor. What is that? Cursor position. Absolute cursors. Okay. Cursor position. This is your best friend. Huh? I'm a bit confused. Like, this is about window position. Cursor cursor position is like something completely different. How does this relate? I don't understand. I don't understand. How is the cursor position, how is that a replacement for window position? I don't get it. I don't get it. Maybe there's some higher intelligence to this. I don't know. Okay, but anyway, it is working. I think that's all that matters. Okay, are there any other window pos functions? Window pos. Get window pos. Set next. Cursor screen pos. Get cursor pos. Current output position. By cursor, we mean the current output position. The typical widget behavior is to output themselves at the current cursor position. Then move the cursor one line down. Okay, I think I understand. I think I understand. So maybe this also... I don't know. Let's try this. So maybe it's not about the mouse cursor, but the cursor, like what we draw, what we've drawn last. I don't know. Right. But then we also need a cursor screen size. Content boundaries, window boundaries, content region max, window. Okay, okay. It says in 99% of cases, this is the right thing to do. Okay, prove it. Let's see. Good. So let's see if the 99% is true. So we put this here. Yeah. Let's see. Always better to just test it. Better to test it than try to understand it, right? Okay, so I expect magic now. I expect magic. Give me a great result. Give me a great result. Imvec 2. Let's see. Vec 2. Pos. Pos. And imvec 2 size. Yeah. So I expect now that this matches the other. Let's see. If not, boo. But that would be funny if that now gives us a correct result. Okay, let's see. So we have this. Cancel. Good. So, okay. Okay. Let's see if it matches this stuff. Pos 944. It's something completely different. Size. Yeah, what kind of bullshit is this? What kind of completely different numbers? Absolute bullshit documentary there. Documentation. 99% my ass. 0%. I take my hack. So maybe restore class, restore position and size of any last file dialog. I wonder if we can abstract this more, this stuff. Yeah, I think we can simplify this code a bit. We put here a struct. Window pos size imvec2 pos imvec2 size. Then we initialize this and then we send this. Last file dialog pos last window is there a word to describe position and size? Let's ask ChatGPT. Can you come up with a name that describes window position and size together? Window bounds, window rect, placement. Window placement, I like that. That's cool. Placement. Okay, last placement. And then we create a function, void save apply window placement and apply window placement and apply next window placement. Store window placement const char name window name. I think this can be static. Apply window placement okay, and then we put that here. Oh boy. MGUI app, that, and then so here if placement X, what is the problem here? Has no member X. Placement pos.x is not that. Placement pos, placement size. Okay, and then we take this guy. Here. Apply next window placement, and we put here this. Okay. Then we can comment out this. And here we need to take a copy of this. Okay. Window name. Window name. Is using internals of MGUI. Let's simplify this. All right. Placement, pos, placement, pos. I actually would prefer Yeah, let's do like this. Placement. That. Pos. 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 Size. Size. I made a mistake here. Okay. And pos. Okay, then we can remove this. And here. And here we do store window placement. Store window placement. Store window placement. Let's rename this to apply placement to next window. And this store placement, apply fetch placement from window by name. There we go. Yeah. Find window by name, and then we do this. And so fetch placement, we do this and this, put that here, boom, done. Great. Okay. Now the advantage of this means we can now also reuse the same stuff for at some other places, and it's a bit easier to read because now we have here actual function names. Yeah. Now we still have this hard-coded browse function here. I guess it's fine. Okay, back to our... this name is actually wrong because it's not just a dialog, but there's also a button. Maybe add file dialog button. Maybe button label. Key title. File dialog button. Okay, how about File path name. Let's do const char button label and then here we put button label. Oh, already have a button label key. Okay, and then we go here and we put browse. Okay, and then we do the same here. Okay, so we have browse, input file dialog, select file. It's a lot of strings here. Maybe we do const char button label. And we put here browse button label here and here. Const char dialog title, select file. Dialog title. There we go. Okay, so this should work now. Okay, browse, great, cancel, browse. Okay, but there was still one more bug, right? Where when we selected the file here, it updated the top one. That one I totally forgot. Shit. How does that happen? Didn't that work at some point? So it somehow always puts it into the first row. Okay, let's debug this. We put a breakpoint here. Yeah, okay. And we press here. So it's a config file dialog. I don't get it. Probably some stupid reason. The first question I have is, why is it 0? Didn't we click on the bottom button? Let's retry. Here, browse. And I is 0. Aha. Okay, so somehow it takes it from wiki. Okay. Okay. Maybe we need to modify this key as well. Yeah. Jesus. So we have the push ID and pop ID here, but maybe it doesn't work with a dialogue. Okay, so what I think we need to do okay, let's for starters put here config. So I think we need to put here std string fmt format input file dialog the okay, like this, and then we put I here. Maybe we can just pass it right here. And here. Okay. Man, this code is getting more and more complicated. Let's see. Well, as long as it works, it's okay. Good. So, browse. Okay. Browse. Okay. Config file dialog 2. Config file dialog 2. Okay, but this also means what does push ID actually do? ID stack. Current window. Good idea. Okay, so it only applies to this window. Okay. I guess there's no way around this. Okay, but this I think works now. Let's see. There. Browse. Yeah. Okay, it works. It works. It was a lot of work, but it works. Okay, good. We need to make a pass on the visualization, but okay, but the functionality is there, and it was very difficult to do. Very difficult. Okay, but I'm happy it's there now. Yeah, good. Oh boy. Good. Good. I think it's time to call it quits here. Yeah. So we polished the functionality for file dialog. We save position. So it restores it. Let's check it once more. So it has this position. Cancel it. We close it. We reopen it. Okay, but that's wrong now. Okay, we did some mistake. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Huh. Let's put a breakpoint here. So let's put it here, close, put a breakpoint here. Oops. Click. Okay. So it will now set. I have no idea why it's here. Ah. I think I understand why. I think I understand. It's because these guys individually have saved their own last position. Yeah. I think what we would have to do is we would have to save this in a JSON file and then read it back. Yeah. 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 Okay. To do save this in a JSON config file and restore on first load on boot. Let's put it here. Okay. Hold on. This should be, yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, but as long as it works here already, I think it's already a win. Yeah, it's already cool. No. All right, I like it. Yeah, we need a config file, but we can do this. Can do this later. Yeah. Okay. Good. Then. Yeah. Okay. So next video we will then polish the layout of this stuff here. Right now it's all just crammed together, and it's not looking too good. And yeah, and then we need to get more of the settings for our first functionalities. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think our first milestone is to just cover those 4 commands that we have here in our runner here. Cover those 4 commands, and here these guys. And when we have that, then we have a first like proof of concept that it works. Yeah. And then we can expand the functionality and then build the UI for it. Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. Okay. I will take. I will quit it for now. Then I wish you a great day or night. Until next time. Oh, 3 hours 20. Wish you a great day. Bye bye.